Good morning, chat, and welcome back. So, today we're back with more Formula One Grand Prix. Race 22 out of 23, so just two races left, which will be today and tomorrow. And today we're at the Las Vegas Strip. So, this is the first time I've actually ever raced this circuit, so it's going to be interesting. So last time around, ladies and gentlemen, we was at Sao Paulo, Brazil, and it was bad from the start. It really was. Practice session one, something didn't feel right with the vehicle, and 2 laps in, we crashed into the wall. And that was due to not enough downforce in the vehicle due to the car setup. Qualifier went really well. We changed the car setup. Everything ran smoothly through the qualifier and practice too. We had a collision in the sprint, so we ended up starting towards the back end of the grid, regardless of having a pole position start on qualifier. Then on the race day, it was really bad with the heavy rain. Visibility was really not good on that. Not only that, we had a few issues with the pit crew as well with their instructions. So I tried to pit in for an intermediate tire and they put wets on. I knew there wasn't time really to pit back in, so I tried to do the best I could. Then they say the track was drying up, so I went into the pit to put mediums on, and the track never dried up. So we were struggling through the rest of the circuit, falling a lap behind. But we did manage to finish the circuit. I think if it was a clean, dry, sunny day, we probably would have finished in the top 10. We would have got some points, but unfortunately nothing. However, our teammate Lando Norris did have a decent run. He finished in 6th place, so he managed to get some points for the team and for himself. So a quick look at the standings. We're currently in 5th place, but Fernando Alonso is really not far behind with only 5 points, so it is possible in the next 2 races we could drop down to 6th place, but at the same time we could possibly go up to 4th. We was hoping for a top 3, but I don't think that's going to happen this season with only 2 races to go. Then over to the construction standings. Currently we are 4th. We got quite a bit of a lead over the Aston Martin, who are currently in 5th. We're trying to chase for the top 3 again with Ferrari, but with 2 races left, it's going to be very difficult indeed. So let's get things rolling here. Now, we are aware of this poor engine at the minute. Now, the internal combustion engine we are changing, but we're going to do that after probably P1 or P2, depending on the weekend setup. Also, with the motor generator unit, we're going to change that as well. I'm not sure whether this is worth changing. Probably not. So the gearbox is going to remain the same. So 2 engine parts will be changed and they'll drop back. This one's going to go to part 2 or 3, and then this one will go all the way to part 1. Seeing that they're the ones with the least wear and tear to try and help us get through these last 2 races. Okay, so that being said, a quick shout out for the 2 people that subscribed yesterday. Thank you very much for that. It's well appreciated for the support. I hope you enjoy what I do here with my Formula 1 and racing simulator, but we will be going back into more football as well throughout the winter season. going forth. So let's get on with the race weekend and see what the format is that we're looking at for this weekend. I'm hoping we get enough time on the track to really get a feel for it. Okay, so it looks like a good start for the weekend. So we're gonna have 3 practice sessions here. Then a qualifier. Wow, only a 25 lap race. So the circuit might actually be quite long. It doesn't look that long for what I've seen on there, but then again, that's a really long straight. It's probably longer than I thought. So I think the faster vehicles here are gonna have the advantage. So how many corners we got? I mean, we got that weird S-bend at the top there, which looks like a very slow left right there. And then again we got a weird one in the corner, 2 corners there, so it's a very fast straight into a sharp bend. So there's quite a few sharp, slow corners, but a high speed track, so this could be very interesting. Okay, so let's get on with practice session 1. Now, like I said, this is the first time I've ever raced this circuit, so I'm not 100% sure on how much room we have for overtaking, how much grip we're gonna have, or anything. So we'll play it by ear at the minute. Okay. So let's go over where we'll start off.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts on the car, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
This is where we went wrong in the last race, because in practice 1 we had the preset 4, but we didn't have the downforce. Now, most of the time I go with the increased downforce. And it really does help with my style of driving. And yeah, it is a bit slower, but I tend to do better. So that's what we're gonna go with now then. We don't know the track, so we're gonna go with this one here. So beat the average speed trap, activate all DRS zones, and chain 5 consecutive corners. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Okay, let's so we're gonna have the hard tires on, so let's have a crack at this. Move my chair over a little bit. Oh god, walls. I hate walls.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there.
Wow.
Okay, DRS zone coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Oh dear, wait. Oh dear.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
That corner's so sharp and so quick. You don't see it. I can quickly see that on my over screen right now. See. Wow. Wow, that is not a good start here at Las Vegas. Wow. I was not as. I mean, up to that point, we were doing really well, considering.
All the cars now over the line. Let's see our top three again. Russell, Fernando Alonso,
and
Sergio Perez.
Not going to be liking
this.
this.
Practice is officially over. Until next time.
Initial
goodbye.
Dodge, welcome. How are you doing? But that was a bad start. I think you tuned in just in time for the crash. And we didn't even get a lap. That was... This is gonna be tough. Now. Yeah, it was only 3 practice 1, so it's not too bad, but it is bad because I've never raced this circuit before, so I don't know it, so I need to spend time on the track rather than off it within these practice sessions to prepare for the race, but it's not going too well, especially with that's gonna really put some more strain on the park. We can't change them yet. We want to save them for P3. Oh, so go to the next. So we're gonna try and do that again, and touch wood. We do much better. Even myself have no clue about this track as well. Yeah, I mean, it is a new circuit, so it's why I don't know it. But I'll get there. I hope. Okay, we're doing the same thing again, but this time we're going to be using the medium tires. Okay, instead of the hard tire. So let's hope for something a bit better here. I'm trying to remember now where I crashed before. Corner, it creeps up on you, that one. Oh dear. And that was the same corner, but this time we managed to avoid crashing. I just realised on the map we're going the opposite way than we normally would. got a lap under our belt here. That's a good thing. Grinded with the wall a bit there. I knew that corner was coming up. We took it a bit slow lead into it. So this is better than the first lap so far. Very hard to find the right braking point though. Even with the cornering turned on, it's still not easy. I do tend to be braking a bit early for what I can tell. But that is a decent lap. Oh, that corner again. It's easy to forget. One corner. Right, let's try and find out where the pit lane is. I'm assuming it won't go past me. Be down here on the left hand side somewhere. Right on the corner. Jesus. Okay, we did 2 laps. We had a few wall collisions, but we didn't have to retire the car, so that's a good sign. But so I know which corner it is that this causing is an issue. Now I just need to pinpoint it. I'm going to look at this map here, find out exactly where it's corner 6 and 7.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
Around, so corners between 7 and 8, I believe. It's around that area. Because I think it's corner 9, because when you get around corner 7 and 8, a bit of a straight, so you start to accelerate, and then that corner is just right there, and that's where I think the issue is. So So it's around that section that's causing me the issue. First DRS zone. Right, okay. Well, we didn't do too bad on that. Okay, so let's go over with tyre management. So, drive a lap without leaving the track. Well, that's, if we don't hit the wall, we should do that. Activate the DRS zones and keep all tyres below target temperature for the entire lap. That might be difficult with the how much braking you have to do at high speed, so the tyres are going to get warm pretty quick. Okay, on the medium tyres again. Let's see how we do.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Right, first DRS zone. And it's right on that bend here, that's where we normally go wrong. So I know where it is. Hopefully now we can avoid it. That one there as well, where's that? That's just before sector 2. Maybe that was the corner that was given an issue. I'm not. Watch out for that one. Oh wow, just off the time. The tyres were good. The early shift, that's not good. And a bit of a lock up here. I've cost my tyres out, I'm not going to get those tyres up now. Out of time's good, but tyres are not.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
But we are getting the hang of the circuit now, which is one of the biggest concerns. You just clip the side there. Oh dear, what happened there? Come on. That was a decent pit entry. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. A few minor mistakes, but the major mistakes we seem to be surpassing them. So progress is good. We're gonna run this program again. I mean, we have done the tyres once, we've done the delta time once, so we can put those 2 laps together, which should be okay. I mean,
we've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
This lap is the lap where we had the tyres, and this lap is where we had the delta time, but not the tyres. And looking at that, it's yeah, it runs corners 3 and 4, and 6, 7, and 8. I don't know why that corner was so bad on corner 5. We must have braked a bit late on it then. Okay, so we're nearly ready. Let's go back everything. Yeah. Okay, let's run this one more time and then we'll be good to exit the session, change the engine part, and go to P3. P3 is going to be a decent one for race strategy. Putting 5 laps together will be very interesting to see. I nearly forgot about that one. It's looking good here. Oh, this one's in the bag. This is a solid lap.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
What is concerning is my lap time now. Because I'm only 18. I slowed down way too early for this corner. I was expecting it too early. It doesn't really matter, we're pitting anyway. But I suppose it's better to be early than late right now. Okay, so that was a solid lap. Managing to get purple on it, which is very good. So before we end this session, I am going to have a quick look at these lap times. Seeing that mine's only an 18th place lap time, how slow are we? So, let's see. Fastest lap is Lewis Hamilton, 1:38.557. Lando Norris, fourth place, 1:39.173. So that's what we're gonna go with. 1:39. Okay. 1:41. So over 2.5 seconds. That's a lot of time. Now, let's take away a whole second for the medium tires. So I'll be doing a 1:40.169. So 1:40.169. So that'll put me at 11th. Still not good. But we shall see, because let's accelerate the time here. We're not doing that. How did we do? So that wasn't too bad. We just didn't keep the tires under temperature, which I'm not too surprised about. I did say that we might not do that one due to the high speed and then sharp corners. Well, we managed to do what we needed. So P3 is going to be race strategy. So we're going to be putting 5 laps together, and I'm hoping we can get. I want to see at least 3 out of 5 within the set time. I don't think we'll do all 5. I want to see at least 3 out of 5 within the delta. And I'm hoping to keep it clean. That's the main thing as well. Having clean, solid laps.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top 3. Fernando Alonso,
Hamilton,
and George Russell. And if today's practice session is anything to go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula One.
See, that's an issue right there. Fernando Alonso putting in times like that. He could overtake me in the standings, because he's only, I think, 5 points behind me. And right now he's running the show here in Las Vegas. Okay, here we go. P3. No. I nearly did it. Let's change this to part 2. Okay. And change this to part 1. They're going to be pending the gearbox. Gearbox should be fine for this race, and then the next race I'll change it to 3 or 4. Okay. I mean, I could change it to 3 now and then for 4 for the next one anyway. Just to give me that extra percentage. But no, 2-part change, that's going to be good enough for me. Okay. Those parts should be fitted for qualifier. They're not going to be fitted for practice session 3. Okay, so race strategy. 5 solid laps. Let's see. Drive a lap without leaving the track. Attack corners and achieve competitive cornering speed and stay within the racing line. Okay. There it goes. Right, we're going to be on the soft tires for these 5 laps. So here we go. Let's see how well we can put
Okay, give us
consecutive
some
laps
good,
together.
consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
Yeah, on these high speed straights, this is where we're losing speed on the Delta. We lose time so badly. Well, it's a clean lap, but it's not within the Delta time. We'll slow down there. And anticipate that corner way too early. It doesn't help for this long straight. Again, a good lap, but just not in the Delta time.
We've lost one of the gears. The transmission is significantly damaged. We're down a gear, I'm afraid.
Well, that's not good. Okay, I have no fourth gear. I got my 4K back. Lovely. Might have this one in the data. Gonna be close. Wow, we've got one lap in there. Okay, last lap now. Oh dear. Well, it's an invalid lap, so we might as well just pit in this one. But to say, we haven't done too bad. We've put some good laps together. And I'm actually surprised we actually currently have the fastest lap. Okay, so that was a decent session. Okay, we didn't get what we wanted out of it. However, we did put in some good laps, regardless of the delta time. So, I feel confident now to be able to go around the track and do what was it, 25 laps I think it was for the race. So it all depends on how far the grid is from the first corner. So let me, oh, I can't go through the laps unfortunately. Okay, so let's have a look at how we actually did. We didn't make the target, obviously, but we didn't do too bad on the track itself. So I'm not going to worry too much about these points this late in the season either. So there's only 2 races left. Not going to make that much of a difference. So let's accelerate time here and end P3. Okay, so a 1:38.368 was my fastest time. Okay, Charles Leclerc just beat that. We have the fastest first sector. Quite comfortably as well, looking at the first sector, but okay, so we're about 800 of a second on sector 2 behind us. Sector 2 is definitely a problem for me. And Charles Leclerc just did that even faster. Okay, Max Verstappen taking second place. Okay, so we must have did something spectacular hopefully we're in sector 1. Because no one seems to be getting close to it. Where's Lando Norris dropped down to? 16th. Or 139. We could do with putting in a 138. It's going to be an interesting qualifying session. Needless to say, my fastest lap was 138.384, and that's not in a decent area, but it's not going to make pole position. So, qualifying session up next. That's going to be an interesting one.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Sainz,
Leclerc
and Esteban Ocon. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Okay. We have no rivalry at the minute since the last 2 races. We won the last rivalry, who was against Sergio Perez. We had 3 rivalries this season. We won 2 out of the 3. Now, I can't remember who they was. I think Alonso was one of them. Perez, I'm not sure who the 3rd one was. I can't remember. I'm not sure if Alonso was the one we lost to, which was the 2nd rivalry. So I can't remember who the 1st one was. Okay, now I know we had issues in the gearbox. So can we change it at this stage in the game? There's no penalty. Yes, it will let me change it. I will change it, and that'll be ready for race day. So it shouldn't be too bad. Check. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, and here we go. Qualifying session. Let's see how well we do. Right, let's have a look at the car setup. Preset 2, that's staying as it is. Let's go back to vehicle. Everything apart from the gearbox, so that's fine. Okay, let's go to the track and try and put in somewhat of a decent lap time. Top 15 is what we're looking at here in Q1. Okay, that's the fastest lap so far. So I think that'll be enough for top 15.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Lewis Hamilton setting the fastest lap. Okay, so we dropped down to 4th in a minute with Perez and Sainz going above me. So we'll have a look at the lap time differences. Okay, so we did a 1:38.143, fastest first sector. We got our first sector down, man. No one's coming close to what we do on it. Lewis Hamilton 1:37.636, so half a second faster than me. And most of that, or all of that, is probably in sector 2. We had a very slow sector 2, but that's probably down the high speed straight, which is a very long straight in sector 2, and that's probably where we lose that time because our car's not fast enough to keep up. But Lando Norris dropping in a 4th fastest time with a 1:38.107, so we're going to accelerate time. I think we both should make the top 15 quite comfortably. So 15 is a 1:39 at the minute. So as long as we stay on that screen, we're fine. I don't think there's a lot of changes on that screen. Not sure how that affected us. Okay, we managed to make it. We dropped down to 7th. Lando Norris dropping down to 5th. Fernando Alonso coming in the 3rd fastest. So he's going to be an issue for me right now. So we make it to Q2 as well as Lando Norris. So we're in now for the battle for the top 10. So we need to put in a solid lap time here to make the top 10. We may have to run out again. So a top 10 time is what we're looking at here. That's a good lap. Currently the fastest lap so far. Lewis Hamilton has the fastest lap.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh my god. I think that was Hamilton or Russell, one of the two just ran into my back end. Okay, so we're currently the 3rd fastest at the minute. Okay, Norris has just come in. He's not in the top 5. So let's hope he's got a good, a decent time to make the top 10. Okay, let's have a look at the time so far. So we did a 1:37.380, which is a very good time. Lewis Hamilton a 1:37.263, so only a hundredth of a second faster. But again, we are dominating sector 1. Lando Norris were 1:37.867. Currently 7th. Will that be enough? Well, he just dropped down to 8th, but I can see him dropping to 9th. Because I expect Verstappen to go out again and do a faster lap. So it could be interesting. Norris could do with going back out. We're pretty safe here, so we're going to accelerate time. So top 10. We need to stay on that screen. So does Norris. Okay, look like Norris just did a faster time, but did not move on the leaderboard, so I think he might have made the top 10. And he did stay in 8th, so he made the top 10. Verstappen's very lucky, staying in 9th. So, top 10. Where are we going to start? This is the moment of truth now. Can we start in the first 2 rows? So top 4 is what I'm looking at. We just had the 3rd fastest time, so we know it's doable. So let's get out there and give this a good shot. Yeah, looks like a Ferrari is in front of me at the minute. It's not going to help anything. Unless Leclerc lets me pass. And he has done. No, he hasn't. Oh god, oh, it's gonna slow me down right on this main straight now. Oh dear, we're gonna have to run this again because I don't have the top speed, I don't think, going around this. Normally we'll be faster than this on the start. But Leclerc messed that up for me. An early shift, that's not good. I didn't get a warning there for cutting the corner. Okay, currently the fastest lap at 1:35. Outrageous. And I was saying that we were slow at the start, so will that time stand? Are we going to start the race in pole position?
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Okay, in the pit we go. So 1:35.995 is my current lap time, and that is currently the fastest lap time. But will it remain the fastest lap time? That is the question. Where are we gonna start this race? So let's have a look at the lap time so far. Let's see if a look. Lando Norris currently in 8th place with a 1:37.580. He can do faster, so he could move up to 6th, possibly even. No, I think 6th will be fastest. Let's see. We've got a whole second on the grid here. 45.786 on sector 1. We was averaging around about 46.2 before, so that's a massive gain on Sector 1. Don't know how we pulled that off. Sector 3 was decent this time around, but it's still slow. So we're going to accelerate time and hope no one goes above us. There we go. Now on the screen. Flick up. Okay, a lot of changes. We stayed in pole. Norris went up the grid a little bit.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Martin,
Hamilton,
and George Russell. Goodbye for now then, but we are really just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Okay, so we're going to start the race in pole position. We got Hamilton and Russell right behind us, with Charles Leclerc following for the top 2 rows. Then in row 3 we have Perez and Alonso, and then back in row 4 with Norris and Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen dropping down to the 5th row in 10th place. So there may be penalties, so things may change on the grid, so do not take that as how it's going to start, because if people don't purchase parts, they will have grid penalties. So everything is all set for race day. I'm going to have a quick 2-minute break, stretch my legs and get ready for a 25 lap race here at Las Vegas, USA. And it's going to be an interesting 25 laps. It really is, seeing that we don't have consistent fast lap times, so I expect to possibly drop down the grid a bit at some point, possibly during the pit. So let's just check the messages and everything is fine, nothing to worry about. Okay, chat, so we will be right back, and then we're going to be doing 25 laps here at Las Vegas, so don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. And chat, we are back. So, here we go. 25 laps at Las Vegas Strip. And qualifying went well. So, we should be starting off in pole position. But let's have a look at how the rest of the grid is going to stand to see if there's any penalties that may affect the grid and the lineup. We shouldn't have any penalties, so we should be staying where we are. Now, the two drivers we want to look out for is Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc. I think they're the two, one just behind us, one just in front. They're the two that we're going to be racing against at the minute. To try and get that push to stay 4th, 5th, 3rd, around there. We don't want to drop any further back. We want to stay 4th if we can.
After all the parties, after all the talk, after all the speculation, drivers and fans alike can't wait for this one. Welcome to the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The heart of Las Vegas has been replaced with sold-out grandstands spanning 17 corners, 3 straights, 2 DRS zones. It all adds up to a total of 3.8 miles. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Martin lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Ocon, Verstappen, Gasly, Stroll, Russell, Bottas, Leclerc, Sargent, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Norris, Albon, Tsunoda, De Vries, and Zhou Guanyu. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson.
The key now will be to keep in the right mindset. We've seen time and again that things go wrong if you just try and do the minimum. Not necessarily because of the pressure, but because it's different to your usual approach. They'll need to avoid that and stay focused today.
So there you have it, quite a few penalties. George Russell went from 2nd down to 10th, I believe, and Norris, where apparently he went from 6th, 7th down to 16th. So big changes there on the grid with the penalties. So race strategies. Let me just have a look at what everyone's going to be starting on. Oh, it not let me. Try pressing the right button. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay, so Lance Stroll started on the soft, so he's definitely going to be making a 2-stop. Like everyone choosing the mediums, and I was starting on the softs as well. So it looks like the medium is the selected choice for a 1-stop strategy. So a lot of them are going to go onto the hards. So I mean, I could change, let me just have a look at a 2-stop here. Edit that and change these hard to a softer compound. How is that slower? Makes no sense. Hard dates, they're supposed to be a faster tyre, but Wow. Okay, let's ignore that, everyone. So it looks like we're gonna have to go with the medium onto the hard. Let me just. Oh no! Don't change the tire. I want to change the lap. It's a little slower. Okay. Fuel wise, just one extra lap of fuel. I'm not sure because we didn't do no fuel management, so I'm not sure how this fuel's gonna go. But we'll leave it as it is. Okay. Yeah, that stayed the same. Okay. We're all set and ready to go for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Here we go. And lights out. And we get a good start off the grid. With a batter on the corner.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Oh, I can't get the other way.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please. Okay, we're looking at some gearbox wear, so try to keep the number of shifts to a minimum, please.
That's the problem with that long straight. We don't have the top speed to compete with some of these other vehicles.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
No DRS, but it's so quick. Unbelievable.
Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far.
I messed up there. Not much I could do there with Sainz cutting me up. Again on that same corner.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD. That move was illegal, I'm afraid, mate. Return the position, give it back.
Come on, overtake me then.
Copy.
Oh, they're breaking off, come on. Maybe I should have took that pit strategy. Oh, my wheel's locked up. Hate it when that happens. Right?
Okay, this is Mark. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards are going to give you a penalty.
That wasn't my fault if the wheels lock up. Nothing I can do about it. And now I'm getting hit. Oh dear. I've done it again. Yeah. Oh, come on, man.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. The safety car's out. We need you to reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track. Be careful.
Well, I'm tempting to pit here. Oh shit. Wait, man. Oh, bro. I'm definitely gonna pit. Like I'm not the only one that's thinking of pitting either. We need a good pit stop here. I'm hoping to get rid of that penalty as well while we're here. It's not doing the penalty. Or is it?
Okay, mate, that's it. Go.
Why
go,
are you
go.
not doing my
Perfect
penalty?
job on the
Oh
turn
my
in there,
God.
mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
I mean, they've got to pit in again later on.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
No.
Let's go. Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period. Okay, let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. Green flag. Nice move, good job.
Oh shit, I forgot about that corner. I didn't come that far enough.
The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it.
That was crazy. I completely forgot about that corner. How we survived that, I have no idea.
You're pushing too hard, it's causing your gearbox to take increased wear. Just be careful. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
Didn't know there was one behind me, to be honest.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 10.2 seconds. Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful. Gap to your teammate ahead is 18.3 seconds. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 7.4 seconds. McLaren drivers stopping now. Lando's in the pits. Lando in the pits. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.1 seconds.
Oh, back into the top 10.
Lando's coming in for his stop now.
Again, that wheel locks up. Oh dear.
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Confirmed. Okay, some information on Norris. They seem to have an issue.
Nice, they got issues as well. Great.
virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
Well, hopefully we get rid of this penalty as well. Yay! We're doing a 3-second penalty, lovely. 10 laps on these medium tyres.
Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
And I've got a lot of work to do. Can't afford any more lockups here.
A mechanical issue means you've lost one of the gears, I'm afraid. Say again, you have lost access to one of the gears.
Oh, great. Wait, why have I got a 3-second penalty? We just spent that. Oh my god, I don't know. I didn't realise.
Okay, bad news on the gearbox, I'm afraid. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best.
No
That's all we
power
can
in
ask.
8th gear. I've lost 4th gear. What else can go wrong with these gearboxes? Still got no power in 8th
Okay,
gear.
so the gap to the car ahead, 8.6 seconds.
I've got 4th gear back, but just got no power in 8th.
catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Not the tyres that I'm worried about, the gearbox. Well, that could have been the fastest lap. Oh, it is. With no power in 8th gear, that was the fastest lap. A bit slow on that corner exit.
If you continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
Corner, I didn't cut no corner. you doing? Get out of my way.
Gap to the car in front is 11.6 seconds. Yellow flag.
Hamilton
We're currently trailing
is
our
out of the
teammate
race.
by 19.6
Looks like he
seconds.
crashed into the pit lane.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Would have been better if it was
Okay,
Alonso.
clear.
He won a home run.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Wow, well, we finished the race. We got used to the circuit at the end, and it's not a bad track, to be fair. This is the first time I've ever raced on it. That drive of the day, wow.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed.
So George Russell is the world champion only because Hamilton crashed into the wall.
At the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. What a special place to take the checkered flag and celebrate victory. This will be a night that will be long. It will be one
Alonso's
they
on the
never
podium.
forget. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Alonso
I feel
won
like consistency was probably
the
key
Grand
today.
Prix.
There's
Wow.
being quick, and then there's
Credit
being
for
quick lap
Alonso
after
there.
lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
But they have a very fast car.
Aston Martin's performance today has
Their
shown
top
that they can
speed
be
is
competitive with the
so
biggest
good.
names in the sport. They're making their way out onto the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them.
AlphaTauri on the podium? What the hell is going on here? Oh, this is a weird Grand Prix. Alpine. Is it AlphaTauri?
We also crown a champion today, as their lead at the top is now an insurmountable one. What a great year it's been for Formula One. So let's have a quick look at how the drivers' standings have changed. So let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for your driver of the day?
Fernando Alonso, wherever he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time, just like he's done today.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Okay, so to my calculations with Alonso winning the Grand Prix, that's going to put him 20 points above me now. And I get nothing unless I got a point for the fastest lap. I think that only qualifies if you're in the top 10, you get the bonus point. But good result for Lando Norris getting into 9th, especially starting from 16th on the grid. So let's have a look at the race direction here. So down there we go. 18th is where we finished with Hamilton out of the race. The only one out of the race. Lance Stroll with 3 stops. 2 stops. I had 2 stops. Okay, let's have a look at some of these incidents. So on lap 1, Nick DeVries with a collision on Zoro. Lap 3, collision, no, just corner cutting. So there's my 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Don't know why. I also had a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Gasly. So the penalty we took was just the 5-second one and not the 3-second. Well, that's disappointing. Logan Surgeon was the one that collided with me on lap 8. That's it, collision with Surgeon. So that was a back and forth. Speeding under virtual safety car drive-through. So I took a drive-through penalty and a 5-second penalty. But I never seen that. I pitted in on lap 14. And I only had a 3-second penalty when I pitted in. And the drive-through. I'm gonna have to watch this back around at some point. Corner cutting, a warning, collision with device, and a mechanical failure but lap 21. That looked like he crashed into the wall. More so than a mechanical failure. Let's see if we can view the highlights here. See if we can get to lap 21. Go to one of you. It's not going to let me select which driver I want. Okay. We'll just have to watch and see what happens if it shows me. We're currently on lap 1 here. Okay, lap 3. Well, I clipped the wall when I came back onto the track. There's a lot of debris there. And I went corner cutting there on lap 3, which is that's where I got the 3-second penalty. I did have to try and avoid collision, to be honest. Lap 9 here. In the battle with 2 McLarens. And that's where I forgot about the corner completely. And how we missed everybody, I have no idea. Onto lap 14, again cutting that corner. But we get that corner so sharp, the first one, and I tend to lock up the wheel a bit. So, and there's your front wing, a yellow flag. Look like Norris lost his front wing there. So lap 21. This is where we found out that Hamilton was out of the race, but I'm not sure if we're gonna see it. Oh, this is where I got forced wide. Put me in the in-car pit, right, lap 25, and that's the end of it. So we didn't see the incident with Lewis Hamilton. That's disappointing. Have your replay and see what it says. Right, this might help. go to Hamilton. Let's accelerate this. I don't change the camera. That camera's fine. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh. Is it like somewhere between? I think it's somewhere here. Okay. Right, this is Lewis Hamilton. So let's see what actually happened here. I'm sure it's this flat way. I mean, he's winning the race at the minute as well. I think we're coming up to where he exited the race. I think it's just one bend left. And it was down the home, just on the home straight bend. Alright, so somewhere down here, there he goes, and I'm not sure what that was. But we thought he crashed into there, but obviously not. Okay, so that is the end of race 22 here at Las Vegas. So we're gonna have a look at the standings in a second. So the last race of the Grand Prix is at, I believe it's Abu Dhabi. Yep, it is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's the last race of the season. We've got some contract renewals to take care of. We'll have a look at that in a second. First off, let me just quickly go to my vehicle here. We know we need to make changes, so that's gonna have to go to part 3, but after the after practice session, again that's gonna want to go to part 2. And now I want to go to part 4. Okay, so quite a few changes to be made next time around. So here we go in the standings. We have dropped to 6th place with Fernando Alonso winning the Las Vegas Grand Prix, putting him 20 points ahead of me. Lando Norris in 8th place, and Lando Norris could drop to 9th with Carlos Sainz sitting right behind him with only 2 points. So over to the Construction Championships, we've had confirmation that Mercedes has won the Construction Championship. Now, let me just double check the driver standing. George Russell 343, 25 points for a win, plus the fastest lap. So the most Lewis Hamilton can get is 26. So that'll put him on to 337. So it's not enough. If there is a sprint, he can get 8 points for the sprint, so 337 plus 8, Or now I think George Russell has won the drivers' standing and Mercedes taking the construction championship. We are. I think we're gonna finish fourth. I don't think we can get enough points. Aston Martin, I don't think they can catch a Bieber. So a fourth place in the construction championship. But if we win, or in the top, if we get on the podium and Alonso don't get any points, we possibly could win, well, get back into 5th place. That's the best we can do for this season, is a 5th place. Okay, so let's have a look at the
we've had the
contract renewals.
The fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Okay, so we renegotiate with the current team, or do we approach other teams? I actually kind of like the way this McLaren is performing. However, let me have a quick think here. So, if I was to change the team, who would I go to? Let's see. Who's never won a Grand Prix? Don't believe Haas has ever won a Grand Prix. And since AlphaTauri changed its name, it's never won a Grand Prix. I don't know if they've won one before. I think maybe we'll take on Haas and see what we can do with them. I'm not sure what about Alpine though. I don't know what Alpine's ever done. They've done well this season. But I'm thinking maybe it's either I stay with McLaren or do I go with Haas? Now, who drives a Haas at the minute? So in a Haas we have Nico Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen. Alright. Okay. I think we'll do it another year with McLaren and stay with McLaren. Seeing that we are going to make changes to the amount of SIFs that we're using in the next season. So let's renegotiate with the current team.
Great. They're happy to enter into negotiations with us.
Okay. So low risk for 5.35. So currently I'm on 5, just over 5 million. Let's try and push it for 5.5 and see what they say. You can only have time to negotiate with 3 teams in a day. Okay. Okay, so I was successfully negotiated for a seat with the McLaren F1 for the next 12 race weekends. Only 12. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. So, not worried about the social media stuff, but it's more of getting this engine wear down. That's gonna cost me, and development feedback. We saw right, let's do this. confirm that. So I've got 5 grand left. But now the engine weight will be reduced by 30%. So that's going to help next season as well, and ongoing seasons. So let's advance time. So everything is set and ready for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix race weekend. Let me just bring you guys back in and so chat, that is it for today. We did finish the race, not where we would like, but it was a very interesting race. We put in some good luck. We had some good overtaking, but a lot of mistakes earlier on. But we're used to the track now, so next time around, things might be better. Abu Dhabi last race, that will be done some point it's either tomorrow or the day after. It would be done before the weekend. So until then, ladies and gents, take care and happy gaming.